Hello everyone, welcome to the VAR show. So this is the second podcast of the day. So here I'll be talking about the major transfer rumors or any transfer which has taken place. So starting off, we'll talk about Jadon Sancho. The 19-year-old Englishman is unsettled at Dortmund and he's been targeted by Liverpool, City and Chelsea. He's valued at around 120 million euros, and that is not a shock because of his double digit goal contribution this season. Manchester City seems unlikely destination because he left them I think 2 years back when he signed for Dortmund for 7 million euros, and I think most probably he's going to go to Chelsea, but let's see what happens. Talking of wingers, Leroy Sané, 23-year-old German, is again linked away from Manchester City. He suffered a ACL and has been out of Manchester City's season, and he is closing on to match fitness and probably will be fit in a month or so. And Bayern Munich rate him very highly and they want him for around 100 million euros. That's what City want from him. Christian Eriksen, the 27-year-old Danish who plays for Tottenham, is linked with Inter Milan and Manchester United for a cut price deal of around 25 million euros since his contract is coming up to an end this summer. Inter Milan are heavily touted to complete his signature for the club, and let's see what happens. He is again a very good player and probably will adapt to the Serie A like duck to water. Hakim Ziyech, who was one of the instrumental players in Ajax's team last year in their run to the semi-final and also in their domestic double win, he's been linked away from Ajax. He's been linked with Arsenal for a market value of 50 million euros. Ajax have said they do not have any problem should the market value be met. So let's see what happens. Hakim Ziyech is a very good player and will probably light up the Premier League. Talking of Moroccans, Ashraf Hakimi, 21-year-old Borussia Dortmund player, is being linked to Bayern Munich for an estimated value of around 45 million euros. But the catch here is Hakimi is not a Dortmund player. He is just on loan at Dortmund. He is a Real Madrid player. He is on a 2-year loan with Dortmund, and he has performed extremely well. So, and Bayern Munich want him since David Alaba is being linked away from the Bavarian Giants to Barcelona, and Chelsea also they want to get Hakimi who can play on both the sides, and they have plans of shifting David Alaba or Kimmich to centre midfield. So let's see where this goes. Wilfried Zaha of Crystal Palace has been linked to Chelsea and Bayern Munich, and Crystal Palace have quoted a price of 80 million pounds, but Bayern Munich have submitted a loan offer which was immediately rejected by Crystal Palace. So this is an important space because Bayern Munich have suffered injury to their two wingers, Serge Gnabry and Kingsley Coman, and they are very in dire need of signings in the wing especially. Even Thomas Muller and Hansi Flick came out and they expressed the need for signings. Moving on, Andreas Christensen, the 20-year-old Danish who plays for Chelsea, is being linked away from Stamford Bridge. He is being linked to AC Milan, and this is according to Sky Sports. Talking of English players, 22-year-old English prodigy Ademola Lookman, who signed for RB Leipzig from Everton this season, is trying to favor a move away from Leipzig, having started only one game this season and for the table toppers, and he has just played 200 minutes of league football. So Newcastle seem to want to end his misery. They have offered a loan deal and then buy the option to buy. Lookman had performed extremely well for Leipzig. He had got around 6 goals and 2 assists I think 2 seasons back when he had gone on loan. So let's see, this is a very good player who can spark up any team. Again, we have another news regarding Zaha. Zaha's agent is trying to get him a move to Tottenham Hotspur, but they are also not prepared to pay that amount for a 27-year-old winger. This is according to Mirror. So the amount mentioned is 80 million euros, 80 million pounds, sorry, by which Crystal Palace are holding on to. So talking of wingers, Manchester City, who seem likely that they will lose their star winger Leroy Sané either in the winter or in the summer to Bavarian giants Bayern Munich, are interested in signing Wolves Spanish winger Adama Traore, who is 23-year-old and a former La Masia product. This is again according to Calcio Mercato. Arturo Vidal will speak to Manchester United about the player moving to the Premier League in January. So he is being linked to Manchester United, and probably everyone is going to be linked to Manchester United. This is again according to Corriere della Sera via Mirror. Aston Villa have been in contact with Crystal Palace over a move to re-sign Belgium striker Christian Benteke, who is 29 years old. So this news was brought about by Telegraph. So Christian Benteke played for Aston Villa before signing on for Liverpool, and when he signed for Liverpool that season, Aston Villa got relegated, and he had performed extremely well. He used to torment the Liverpool backline. So hopefully he finds his form. Aston Villa have also been offered the chance to sign Spanish former Liverpool goalkeeper Pepe Reina, who is 37-year-old from AC Milan. So this is according to the Mail. So Villa are very active in the winter transfer, as they were active in the summer, and probably rightly so, because if they do not spend or do not make astute signing, they might go down. West Ham are considering Genks Norwegian Sander Berge, 21-year-old, and 29-year-old former Liverpool midfielder and Wales international Joe Allen of Stoke City as possible midfield alternatives to Fernandes. This is again according to the Mail. Okay, so Genks Norwegian Sander Berge is extremely good. He is being rated extremely highly and is in the radar of major clubs all across Europe. Joe Allen is a proper mid-table Premier League midfielder. So again, both are good, but yes, for Sander Berge it will be a stepping stone, and for Joe Allen probably the final destination. Chelsea left back Marcos Alonso is a target for Italian side Inter Milan, and the Blues could allow the 29-year-old Spanish international to leave. This is again according to the Telegraph, and it would probably suit everyone because Marcos Alonso had one of the best seasons of his career under Antonio Conte, because Antonio Conte likes to play with the full wing back, and Inter Milan are being currently coached by Antonio Conte, and he would this is a match made in heaven, I mean, for both of them. And Alonso has also previously played in Italy for Fiorentina, so he won't be new to the league or something. Toffees want to take Juventus's French midfielder Adrien Rabiot, 24-year-old, on loan until the end of the season. This is again according to Corriere dello Sport via Sport Witness. This is again just the link because Ancelotti has come and become the manager of Everton. They are linked with every top player. Rabiot has not featured a lot for Juventus, but I really don't see him leaving now. Newcastle are interested in signing former Liverpool winger Ryan Babel from Galatasaray. The Turkish side are eager to offload the 33-year-old Netherlands international in January, with Ajax also considering a move. This is according to Express. So Ajax Babel had previously played for Ajax, and he has also played in the Premier League for Fulham and Liverpool. So again, is he an extremely good player? No. Will he improve Newcastle United? Maybe. He's a kind of maverick who can get a goal or two here and there. Okay, Napoli are interested in Brighton's French striker Neil Maupay. This is according to the Telegraph. So I really have not followed Neil Maupay's career this season. Let me just see. Okay, Brighton are doing quite good, but just 1 second. So I don't know, but Napoli, they have Milic who is leading the lines for them. So Brighton are 14th they have scored 25 goals. Okay, so Neil Maupay has scored 7 goals and provided 1 assist in 1541 league minutes. He has 2.8 shots per game and 0.6 key passes. I mean, it's not bad, but I think Napoli should aim more higher than that. Moving on, Liverpool, Chelsea and Tottenham are among the clubs monitoring the Seagulls' English defender Ben White, 22-year-old, during his loan spell with Championship side Leeds United. This is according to Sky Sports. So Leeds are flying. They gave a proper account of themselves against Arsenal in the FA Cup, and Ben White is a exciting proposition. So let's see. At least 8 clubs are vying for Chelsea loanee Conor Gallagher. Okay, wow, 8 clubs. This is according to Football London's report. Football London's report talks about interest from Premier League clubs like Norwich City, Burnley. Now Burnley are looking for a replacement for Danny Drinkwater, who has just joined Aston Villa, as well as Championship side like West Brom, who are second in the Championship, Millwall, who are 7th, and Swansea, who are 6th. There is also interest from outside of England with Glasgow Rangers, Steven Gerrard's team, apparently monitoring the situation. Meanwhile, Daily Mail's report also claimed QPR as one of the front runners for his signature. That's 7 interested teams if you are keeping count. 8 if we include the option of staying at Charlton, which they probably would prefer because he's at Charlton right now. So I really don't know much about him. He looks like a exciting player, but again, these are all mid-table teams and probably he'll not cut it out at Chelsea, so it will be a good move for him. Manchester United approach for 25 million bargain alternative to Jadon Sancho transfer. So they have been linked to Jadon Sancho, who will cost around 100 million pounds or euros minimum plus. So they are looking at a 25 million alternative. They are targeting Wolves, Adama Traore. This is according to Court Offside. So Wolves, Adama Traore. Again, Adama Traore is not the best player. He is performing extremely well because Nuno Espirito Santo has done extremely well in finding a system where the best of Adama Traore are shown. He's being played in a wing back, and he's doing extremely well too. The other day he had completed 15 dribbles in a game. That's a league high. So again, will he be a good signing for United? I really don't know. And do United require him? Maybe. I cannot say, because United are in a very funny position where every player which player goes there seems to they don't perform well. And Traore, it is best interest of Traore to just stay at Wolves, perform for 2-3 seasons and go to a club which plays 3 at the back, or go to a coach who employs 3 at the back, because other than playing wing back like Alonso, Adama Traore is not preferred in a winger position because his output is very less. So Carlo Ancelotti apparently wants a transfer clear out. This is according to the Mirror. Gylfi Sigurdsson, Jordan Pickford apparently involved in the transfer clear out. 140 million transfer clear out from Everton, according to the Mirror. So now I'll just say some transfers. So Fernandinho is close to extending Manchester City's contract. Manchester City, this is according to 90 minutes. So his contract is getting over at the end of the season. So yeah, this is a good signing for City if they manage to pull it off. Okay. And Chelsea are set to offer Oliver Giroud, who is I think the third choice centre forward, as make weight in attempt to sign Lyon's Moussa Dembele. This again according to 90 minutes, but I do not know why they require Moussa Dembele when they have Tammy Abraham and Michy Batshuayi, unless they want to sell Michy Batshuayi. But if he's not complaining, if he's ready to play second fiddle, why would you sell him and buy someone of the likes of Musa Dembele, who is again a fox in the box and he does not manage much more. This is again by 90 minutes. So let's see. So Piontek, AC Milan striker, Polish striker, is being linked with Aston Villa to line up for them because of the injury suffered by Wesley. And Real Madrid star Luka Modric apparently is being courted by a number of Major League Soccer clubs, and DC United, who recently lost Wayne Rooney to Derby County, are set to head the list, and they are topmost. Let's see again what happens to that. Manchester United's Ashley Young is in talks over Inter Milan move. This is a very, very funny rumor. Let's see again. Don't know what to say on that. Maybe he'll be good in Italy. Ex-Spurs star Nabil Bentaleb returned to Premier League as Crystal Palace consider bid. And with Crystal Palace being involved in so many transfers, it looks like Zaha is going because they require cash to sign these players. So the next one is Juventus have sold North Korean forward Han Kwang-song to 6-time Qatar Star League champions Al Duhail. So Han Kwang-song was one of the highly rated players. Okay, Juventus had signed him from Cagliari at the start of the season and made the deal prior to selling him to Al Duhail. Han is the third Juventus player to join the Qatari club in recent months, following transfer of both Mehdi Benatia with us, I think, last year, and Mario Mandzukic earlier this month. West Ham are targeting Liverpool fullback Nathaniel Klein. So let's see what happens with that. He's been out of favor. Hammers could also target Newcastle's Xavier Manquillo, who was also on loan at Liverpool during the 2014-15 season from Atletico Madrid. Derby eye Leicester outcast Filip Benkovic. So Benkovic is a centre-back, 22-year-old Croatian, whom the Foxes signed from Dynamo Zagreb in 2018, and then he was loaned out to Celtic. He is being targeted by Derby County. Okay, Man United target Ajax midfielder Donny van de Beek. This is according to ESPN. Okay, Mark Ogden of ESPN has reported this. So let's see what happens. So another done deal is West Ham youngster Nathan Holland has joined League One's Oxford United on loan for remainder of the 2019-20 season. So this is again a youngster going down for minutes. And Liverpool's Ryan Brewster also has joined Swansea City on loan till the end of the season. So Brahim Diaz rejects loan move to stay at Real Madrid. So this is another headline. This is by Jamie Spencer. So Getafe had put in a bid for him, but apparently he wants to fight out for his position. So guys, I think I will just end my mini podcast, which has turned into 20 long minutes. Before it gets very long, I'll just try to end it with a small we have just got this information exclusive. Okay, I'll just say this and end it. Jesse Lingard has hired a new agent, and the agent is Mino Raiola, and apparently Mino Raiola is being touted for a move away from United, especially with Raiola's bitter sour relation with United. So that's all today. If I'll be updating maybe another blog tomorrow if there are more transfer rumors, or even with statistics, trivias, whatever. So I think it's late here from where I'm reporting. So that's all guys for today, and see you tomorrow. And day after tomorrow is our major podcast, 1 hour podcast in the FM station. So stay tuned and listen to that. Till then, bye, take care.